Love you very much.
Love you too.
Ah, good evening, anyone and whoever watches. Uh, um, my lovely wife gave me this shirt for for Valentine's Day once, wasn't it? Yeah, 10 years ago, something, 12 years, 15 years ago, something like that. Oh shit, you okay? What happened? What the hell happened? Oh, the bag fell down and scared the cat. Are you okay? Are you, no? Uh-oh. Do you need help? Okay. Did he scratch you? 17 years old and living in O'Hare, Illinois at the top. When you are being gang stalked. They use the remote neural monitoring to bring back things that happened to you in your life, like when you were a kid and all this stuff. Anything they can think they can use to demean you, defraud you, shame you, frame you, blame you, name you, whatever they feel like they can use to exploit you personally. As a general rule, they try to, brand you the monster, no matter what the case. As a rule, in the gang stalking program, from my experience. Yesterday when I was on, I was feeling kind of sick. I had a bad stomach issue, but I'm not feeling bad today. And I just, I felt like coming on and talking a little bit. And that story came up because I went to go put this shirt on, and the gang stalkers were saying, "Oh, don't you dare wear that shirt. We're gonna use that against you." I'm like, "Oh, great! I'm definitely gonna wear the shirt. And I'm gonna definitely tell this story because fuck them. That's why." But anyway, I think that since talking about gang stuff and being a target, you cannot ever give in to them. Give in to them. Don't give in to their demands. Don't consent to any of their bull crap. Don't buy into this. Oh, this is God speaking to you, or this we're aliens, or we're the FBI, or Men in Black, MI6, whatever. Whoever they say they are, and they're not. They're bullshitting you. They're not your family. They're not your friends. Not your, the general program is for them to find what you believe in, what you love, what you care about, what you believe, what you feel. They're going to use that to exploit and harm you. Like if you're devoutly religious, they're going to use that. If you're not, they're going to use that. If you're gay, they're going to use that. If you're not, they're going to use that. They're going to say you are. If you are gay, they're going to say you're not. Everything they do is like, you remember the Seinfeld episode where George was doing the opposite. Everything that he thought of, he'd do the opposite. Everything that he thought to do, he'd do the opposite, and he was always getting everything because he was doing the opposite. Think of your assailants, the gang stalkers, as George from Seinfeld doing the opposite. If it's true, they're going to say it's not. If it's not true, they're going to say it is. In any for just to be contrary and to pervert anything, like they do with me. They say, "Oh, all your artwork, it's copied from someone else." That's bullshit. All my music is copied. Yeah, well, copied by them. All my artwork is copied by them. All my ideas are copied and stolen by them. So yeah, you switch it. If you turn it opposite, they're saying I'm doing it to them, but they're doing it to me or you as the target. That's part of it. So that's just one of their general tactics in the overall scheme. Excuse me, sorry, of being targeted. Some Twizzlers. Kind of like I was saying the other night with candy corns. Either you love them or you hate them. I love Twizzlers. I love candy corn. No, I've been hearing a lot about how, that being targeted is all about being a chosen one by God or being the star seed or because you're a whistleblower, because you're an activist, because you're creative, because you said the wrong thing to somebody. Maybe all of those, or maybe none. But the one thing that is absolutely certain to me personally is the whole goal is to profit from your suffering. How they make you suffer has to do with you personally. How they can exploit you, affect you some kind of way. How they can make you feel some kind of way, get you emotional. What gets you fired up? Should I say fired up, pissed off, whatever, or that you're passionate about. Anything they can use to cause an emotional response. Albeit whether an outright lie or a truth, or a little bit in between. There's no middle ground. They don't have a standard. They don't have a line they will not cross. Now, like I said last night, I changed the calibration on my microphone. because it was reading as it was set up as a headset, which I hadn't changed for a long time. I went back and I looked at that video. And yes, at a few very definite times during the video, this microphone picked up the V2K in the background. Generally, when I said something that I am perfectly aware that strikes a nerve with the gang stalkers, got under their skin a little bit, and they got loud again for just a few seconds. Because, like I said, for the last week or two, they've modulated the volume down of the V2K because of this. Because I caught them with this live in person in front of you with this. Broadcasting the V2K and projecting it into my home. But like I said, I went back and I listened to last night's video right after I recorded it or had the live. And there are 3 or 4 definite times where their voice is very clear. Quite much clearer than it is on here, without any static and any interference. The volume is low. I had to turn the volume on my computer completely up, but you could hear it. And you could discern exactly what they're saying, like somebody whispering in your ear. So I have affirmed that this microphone is capable of picking it up. Albeit in a different manner. Now, should they be, perpetrating all the harassment and the threats and whatever in an obnoxious, loud fashion like they do sometimes, I'm absolutely certain it would pick it up. And unfortunately, they are too now. But that's fine. I can enjoy a respite not hearing them bitching at me right now, which is nice for me. Since it is a 24/7, 365 thing for at least 3 years now. So I could actually just, leave my 24/7 with the microphone going, but I'm not going to do that. I love you. But the reality persists is that for all you other targets, this is, it's not a voice in your head. It's not a mental disorder. It's not a defunct or a malfunction with you. It's a malfunction with people using technology to harm you. So there's a little solace for you in knowing that. I hope that helps. To know that, even though there's the troll perp gang stalker community that will come into your channel or wherever you're at and saying you're schizophrenic, paranoid, or crazy, regardless of their antagonistic behavior. You know of the difference. And you can do just like I have. I've said before, get you a tablet. Just cheap RCA Endeavor 10. Keep plugging for RCA, yay RCA. And record the shit out of them. As much as you can. Because they're telling themselves. They're telling themselves because they don't think anyone else can hear them. They give themselves away. They confess. They confess to everything. They've confessed everything to me. I've recorded a lot of it. So be happy to know you're not crazy. About all I can say with that. If you would like me to play another recording with the new microphone settings, I'm interested to play one myself to see just how much more clarity can be gleaned from it. So I think I will play one. Since I'm not really having a crowd of people in here tonight listening to what I have to say. But that's not why I'm doing this. What?
Why did you make it hot?
No, I did. In general, the main reason I started it in the first place was for documentation for myself. First, it's too warm in here. Such like a deposition or testimony.
And you doggy on that too?
But as time went on, people subscribed to my channel even on. I'm surprised. But anyway. For posterity and for documentation and to declare relevance using my wonderful RCA Endeavor 10 tablet. I am just going to pick one at random, probably a short one. Let's just do a short one. You're not done yet? Here, go ahead. Speak louder than that, asshole. Make it look like I fucking did something, which I fucking didn't. Oh, I wasn't even do that. Not fucking true, asshole. Yeah, keep up with your lie bullshit about me, motherfucker. Go ahead. Keep talking. What? Wow, I was pretty angry. Bullshit.
Ask them why are they so small. Oh, it's the low dose for people that are trying heart disease.
Oh. I don't really care to listen to that one. It doesn't really have anything on it. Let's try this one. That last one was pretty much, it had a lot of ambient noise going like car noise, probably because both the windows were open. This one's better. And that stuff's all recorded on this. All the information recorded on this cheap tablet. Um, I'm going to pause that for a second. As they progress, even if they gather or accumulate what they would call evidence of your wrongdoing, there is a little thing called illegal interrogations and illegal search and seizure. The police aren't even able to get away with doing that. They'll throw the shit out of court in every fucking case. So, regardless what they slander you with or accumulate, they are not sanctioned to do this. No, nobody's sanctioned to waterboard people, and that's what they do. So you really have to understand that they can only get you if you are stupid enough to allow it, basically. That's just 22 minutes and 44 seconds up so far. Recorded in a room just like this. Now, how does that work? How does that work? I mean, I know you hear all that shit. I know you do. pause for a minute. Yeah, I'm not sure on the date that this was recorded, but it was recorded in a setting just like this, where no fan, no television, no other devices making any kind of audible sound. Maybe during the recording of it, I moved around and was picking up a can or lighting a cigarette, or you heard my dog scratching fleas, whatever, itching. You heard me cough sometimes, but just like right now, as I said, I changed the microphone settings and boosted the microphone to its limit. Like I've said before, they're still doing the V2K chatter right now, but they've modulated it down to where I actually have to try and listen to hear anything that they're saying. It's not like normal when for the last 3 years they've been, the word I use, obnoxious with it, just blatantly so, just like you couldn't ignore it if you wanted to. But the thinking is that since they have came in here to the chat and voiced their opinions about telling me to stop talking about gang stalking and remove my videos and whatnot, or they're gonna kill me and all that good stuff. They understand now that I am fully capable of recording them and presenting it to you. That it isn't just a voice in your head. None of you targets is that shit a voice in your head. It's this crap. Continuous. Saying how they hate you, how they're gonna kill you, how you're a horrible person, blah blah blah, saying your name, making up stupid crap about you, presenting this on whatever stream they're presenting it on to whatever fools they have watching it. So yeah. That's funny. I'm going to mess with you right now. I'm going to think about spring, summer, winter, or fall. Nothing really gets to me at all, right? And you're going to hear that on here. Watch. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? This is a recording. This is a recording from months ago with their V2K broadcast. I'm going to read what I typed over here, okay? And you're going to hear it through this. Now, I just read what that said.
It's kind of like a butter.
I just decided to play a recording or two of the B2K I have recorded from them with the new microphone
kind
settings.
Of like a butter
I hope that it will produce better clarity. So, want to see it again? I just proved remote neural monitoring to you right there. However the technology works. This is a recording of the broadcast from months ago. I just read what I just typed not a few minutes ago. And you heard it through this. I just read it in my head. I didn't say a word, but you heard it come out of this.
I just call it snag on the basket inside the dishwasher.
No, I'm not a mentalist. I'm not a magician. I'm not psychic.
Not my dog.
None of that
Promise,
shit. But you can you can replay that over and over until until you're sure for yourself.
That's not how you wear a bra, dude.
This is a recording. Oops. And you know, I don't know what just happened there. I do not know what just happened here, so I'm going to end the stream. Something just happened. Well, I'm not actually seeing the picture anymore and what's going on here. So anyway, I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I laid my tablet down on the the laptop, and I guess I hit a key or something, and it messed everything up. But like I've been saying, this is a recording I did months ago of them projecting V2K in here. I just read to you, without saying a word, what I typed over here, and it came out in sound on this tablet. You can replay it. I mean, if you feel need to replay it over and over a couple times, you can do that, or I can do it again, because I'm perfectly certain that it's going to happen again, because that's how the remote neural monitoring and V2K works.
I love bigger dogs.
I don't pretend to know what program it is, what application, what technology it is, but I know how it works and I know what it's doing. And I know they're using it. Like I said, this is a recording. This is a recording I'm just playing for you that I recorded months ago of their V2K broadcast. So here again, I'll do it again. My mouth won't move. I won't be uttering a word, but you'll hear that shit. I just read those three little paragraphs to myself and heard it coming out of here, out of a recording on a tablet that isn't connected to the internet. This tablet is never connected to the internet. Ever. This is, like I said, it's a few months old recording. I think 4 months. One of the earlier ones I did. So I'm just gonna stop there because that's some bizarre shit. That's some bizarre shit that they can do with this technology. This is an ordinary RCA Endeavor 10 tablet with nothing, and with just the pre-installed apps that come with it. That is a pre-installed sound recorder that I use to record them talking shit on V2K several months ago of their broadcast in a quiet room like this. I just presented you neuromonitoring right here. I was reading to myself, and it came out in sound on this tablet that isn't connected to the internet through a recording that I recorded months ago. So, where does that leave us? Not science fiction. You just saw it. Not magic. I'm not a fucking magician. I'm not a psychic. I'm not a mentalist. I'm not performing any trickery. But some weird shit happens. I'm live. This is real time live. This isn't recorded. This isn't manipulated. This isn't faked. It isn't pre-broadcast. Any of that shit. This is happening right now, right here, right in front of you. So you be the judge. I don't really think that I can present any better revelations than that. Right? Just right here. I mean, other videos I've said here, I recorded them right in front of you. Recorded them broadcasting V2K at me. Right in front of you. I hit the record button and then I played it back right in front of you. In a quiet room, just like this. No other devices operating. My wife's looking at her tablet. It's not got any volume.
Those inflatable little kid swimming pools.
She's playing a video game.
And he's sitting in it.
Yeah.
A pair of shorts and a shirt. With a fucking
I don't know how better to prove this shit's real.
He fucking set his cell phone on top of the
If you want to prove that this shit's real, I just gave it to you. I just proved it.
And what the fuck do you think was going to happen?
You can research neuromonitoring. You can research remote neural monitoring and V2K and see the technical jargon for yourself and the aspects that the patents for this technology present, what it can do. This shit right here is part of it. They can manipulate people.
They can tackle people.
They can cause people to say things and do things they don't remember. They connect to the human brain. So whatever the human brain can perceive, they can achieve. They can make you feel sick. They can make you feel horny. They can make you feel sad, mad, blue, happy, crazy, angry, whatever. They're connected to your nervous system with a computer to brain interface. This shit's real. Sorry. I'm not going to argue with anybody. This shit's real. It's period. Don't try and argue with me because it's real. Fucking happening right here, right now. Not just to me, to hundreds of other sad, poor souls right now being tortured with this shit. And what's even worse is you call them crazy. No wonder they feel fucking crazy because no one will listen. I mean, I understand why you don't want to listen because fucking science was like fucking crazy Twilight Zone bizarre Outer Limits episode. But it's not science fiction.
That was your fault.
So
They've got this game that has sticks sticking through about the same.
I can only say that it's not up to me. It's not up to you. It's up to the politicians, the governors, the FBI, CIA, NSA, whoever invented this shit to get a handle on it, because it's in the hands of criminals. And just ignoring it and shaming the people that are being afflicted by it really should get under your skin. Just a little bit. That they're not willing to take accountability for the shit they created getting out of their fucking control and running rampant around the world. And if that's not the case, what I just laid out right there, then they're behind it, which is even worse. You feel me? So I think I'm gonna let that video right there speak for itself, and I'm gonna call it into this stream right now. So to my one viewer, have a good night. Share this if you want. Mull over it. Go over that section where I told you that I'm reading this to myself.
Jumping out.
And you listen closely to that recording.
Scaring the crap out of him.
And you hear it speaking what the fuck I'm reading to myself.
Yeah, I guess that was the
Have a
wrong
good night.
person to try and scare, huh?
Well, yeah, I'm online. I have. Don't worry about it. What? Okay. Well, that video was. I don't know. I don't remember the date I made that video. Um, but um, as this construct, or should I say, alternate reality for people these gang stalkers are trying to create. Um, the pervasive nature of the technology, the subversive nature of the individuals using the technology can only lead to one thing. Um, the dystopian society that they talk about in 1984 and shit. Um, where, you know, where it's all black and white, of course. John Hurt is the protagonist in the story where all these, you know, it's set in place. And he's being subjected to, I'm not going to sit here and explain the movie to you, but he's being encroached on by, you know, Big Brother controlling everything that everyone does. And it's basically slavery. So that's what we're getting at here. The dystopian society these people are trying to create, that you can do nothing to stop them. And you can't, because there's, like I've said before, there's no firewall for your brain. It's not like, you know, you can put a helmet on your head and that says Norton on the front of it, you know, fucking we block remote neural monitoring. There's no firewall. There's nothing you can buy. You can't defunct your EMF because, you know, you're constantly radiating your EMF, and that's how they connect to you with, via your EMF. And that's been proven. You can look back through all the experiments with MK Ultra, several other. Project Bluebeam had something to do with the shit. All that shit. The Stasi, all of that. Was social engineering and population manipulation. And it isn't it isn't something that I think the general population want to believe is true. They, for lack of a better term, they don't want to believe that they're able to socially control the populace. Well, I like you just said there, Dave. I guess your name's Dave. If you want to be technical about it, they don't want to admit that B2K exists because they were using it in Afghanistan against the terrorists, and the military used to have a web page up depicting what they were doing, but they removed that. So they want to keep this technology and under wraps and secret, so that I guess not to cause a panic or whatever their reasons. I'm not going to speculate on that, but to be perfectly honest, the only way anything's ever going to get done about it is through the UN or the Geneva Convention. Since in times of war, it's like it was illegal to to experiment on your own people with weapons and shit. Well, that's what they're doing. They're using this shit on whoever they want. So the general perception is just not to believe it, or to shun those that even though they're afflicted by it, and to cause them grief and exhibit disdain towards them for trying to, for lack of a better term, educate others about what's happening. So anyway, I just wanted to. I'm going to probably recap some more of my videos in the future, but if permitted, if I'm still around, whatever. But for kind of like a conclusion or final thought, or if you're being afflicted by B2K, gang stalking, remote neural monitoring, harassment, torture, whatever you want to call it, by these for lack of a better term, terrorists, report that shit. I really don't care if you think, the government's behind it or whoever's behind it. But if you don't report it, how are they supposed to do anything about it? How are they supposed to gather a body of evidence? How are they supposed to investigate it? If, until you get people to quit sitting on their thumbs, and, then there's nothing going to happen. It's just going to keep going on like it has been for the last 19 years, however long it has been. With no real objective in, terminating. Yes, they are domestic terrorists, 100%. And I'm not saying that just for, where I live. I'm saying that as, in a worldview, wherever you're living at, that they're doing this to you, they're domestically terrorizing you. But to my thinking, the only real way that anything is ever really going to come from it is if it is brought up and uh, introduced to United Nations, and there are hearings about it and evidence presented, and precedence is set towards trying to delegate trying to delegate laws, mandate banning the technology that they're creating. I mean, and it's only they're only making it better. I mean, you've got companies that are building more of it. I'm not going to bother pitching their names. But anyway, this technology's benefits are completely outweighed by its, by the bad things that it's capable of doing. So, have a good day.